If you haven't heard, unfortunately you're living on a rock if you haven't heard this news, because this is huge. MyMickers Dan Mish passed away last night or the day before. I literally just landed back home in Miami. I just got home 5 minutes ago, not even 5 minutes, and I wanted to do this video. I didn't want to do it back there. I just wanted to come home and do it. When I got the news, and I actually found out through Joey Cannoli's live stream, it was a major gut check. You know, because Dan is one of those people that is so energetic. He's charismatic. His laugh is infectious. He always had this aura of positivity. He always had that energy. You know, and in a community that's becoming bigger, and unfortunately when it comes to, you know, any community, you're going to get the drama, you're going to get the trolls, and you're going to get the negativity. Dan was always about positivity, and he always stayed in his lane. You know, and Dan didn't really grow bitter when the new school was starting to pass him, because Dan and myself are part of the old class, part of the old school. And Dan has been doing this much longer than I have. I started in the summer of 2013. Dan started in 2010. And out of all the reviewers, I am the guy who has met the most people in person. And I really wish that I had the opportunity to meet Dan. At one time, I was actually looking up travel plans to Wisconsin, Milwaukee, you know, and maybe drive to his place, or he can come out to Milwaukee, depending on how far it was, because I really did not know where in Wisconsin he lived, you know, and I really regret not following up on those plans, you know, because Dan was just one of those people that didn't matter where you lean or what your views were, you just got along with him, because he just had that positivity and that energy that you wanted to hang out with. I'm not exactly Mr. Positivity, but I could easily get along with Dan, no problem. And that laugh was just crazy. It's hard to describe. You know, I've tried imitating it a few times, and that would hurt my throat. I was originally thinking about doing like a top 5 or top 10 fragrance reviewers that I would like to meet in person, because, you know, as I said, I met so many reviewers and I've worked with so many people. I've been fortunate and blessed there. And Dan was going to make that list without question. You know, I really feel I'm trying to get my words right, so I'm not going to do any cuts. My deepest condolences and sympathies go out to his family and Amanda, his wife. You know, Dan is one of those pieces that really does hold the community together. That positivity, not a lot of people in this community really has that type of positivity or energy that Dan did, that Dan had. And it's going to take a long time for that type of energy to kind of come back in. And it's never going to replace. So Dan's loss, that will never be replaced. If you're part of the old school, this might affect you a little bit more than maybe the newer class, the newer guys. Because we've been doing this for a long time, and we've seen the changes from back then to where it is now. Some good, some bad. That happens in any community. But Dan, if you're watching, I know that you're rocking out with the Aventus. You got the long hair. I've seen some of your old pictures, buddy, and I couldn't believe that the locks, the lavish hair that you once did. So hopefully you're looking down upon us, and that you really take care of your family, that you really look after them, because you're definitely on a higher plane, in a higher energy field. So the last video that you put out was, like, the last official review was about Dua Holy Grail. And you said something about that the smell smells heavenly, and that this is what angels would smell like. When I watched that video this morning, it kind of gave me chills. So Dan, I just want to let you know that I'm never going to forget you. A lot of the guys in the community will never forget you. We miss you, we love you, and we hope that you're in a much better place. Love you, buddy.